Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here with my June TBR, which is all the books that I want to read in June of 2024. I am already in the middle of 2 books and have 2 other books from the library. I am in the middle of and hope to finish ADHD for Smart Ass Women by Tracy Otsuka. It is a nonfiction book about, it says, how to fall in love with your neurodivergent brain. So I am in the middle of chapter 4. It's been really interesting so far. I just didn't have a chance to finish it in May, and so I want to finish it this month in June. I've also started Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. This is the second book in the Magnolia Parks. Well, now there's 5 of them, but it's the second book in the Magnolia Parks series. And I read Magnolia Parks back in June. I got Daisy Hates, which is the second one, from the library recently. This is set in the same universe. It follows many of the same characters. Daisy Hates is a character in Magnolia Parks. So from what I understand, listening to reviews, this book takes place at this, like, during the same timeline as the first Magnolia Parks books does. And I think I'm also on chapter 4 in this one. So just a little bit into it. I'm enjoying it so far, and I can't wait to read the rest of it. The next library book that I have is The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. This is a new mystery thriller book. I heard about it probably from Gabby Reads. I saw it at the library and decided to pick it up. So in this book, you are following Rosie and Chad, and they find out that Chad's late uncle has left them a luxury apartment in New York. And so when they move in, obviously weird things start happening. So, you know, it sounds creepy, thrilling. I've heard mixed things about it, but I've always, I like mystery thrillers, and I saw it at the library, so I thought I'd pick it up. The last library book I have is Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. This is another new mystery thriller. In it, you are following 3 girls, women now, who were in foster care, and they find something under the home or the pool maybe in their old foster home, and they find like a body, and when they're grown, so they're going back and trying to solve that mystery, I think. I have read one other Sally Hepworth book, which was The Soulmate, and it was okay. I think I gave it maybe a 3-star. It wasn't my favorite. I didn't really like the twists in that one. So I've heard good things about Darling Girls, and again, I saw it at the library and had recently heard about it, so I decided to pick it up. Another book that I wanted to read in May but didn't get a chance to read is The Lonely Below by G. Heron Davis. This is a book that I received an advanced reader copy of from NetGalley. It is a middle grade or young adult, I think it's young adult horror book. I think it has to do with like a boarding school. I don't really remember. I remember that when I read the description, it sounded cool, and I just got busy in May and didn't have a chance to read it, so I look forward to reading that one in June. As I said in many of my other videos, Books and Lala here on YouTube hosts a year-long buzzword readathon, where each month there is a prompt or a theme, and you're supposed to find books that either have a specific word from the theme or follow the prompt. Each month it's different. The prompt for June is repeating words in the title, so I have chosen Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. I have heard about this book a lot. It also works out that it is on my physical, own but haven't read TBR shelf. So yay, always trying to get that down. Because as you can see, it travels down here now too. It's very large. So Wrong Place, Wrong Time is a mother whose son is murdered or goes missing. And every day she wakes up, it's kind of like Groundhog's Day, but I think she wakes up like a day earlier, and she keeps going backwards in time, and she's trying to figure out what happened with her son. I have heard mixed reviews about it, but it's something I want to read and it fits the prompt. So that's the book that I picked for the Buzzwordathon. All right, that is 6 books, and I have been enjoying and been able to read at least 10 books a month. So I'm going to pick 4 books out of my TBR jar, which is right here. And this is a mixture of the books that I own that I need to read and also books that I want to read. And so who knows what we're going to get in here, but we're going to pick, sorry for the paper noise, as always. Let's see what our first one is. Our first one is The Sea Dragon Heir, which is a book. It is right here. It's The Sea Dragon Heir by Storm Constantine. This is a book that one of my earlier videos, I found a box of books in my dad's basement and I went through it and I happened to find this book in there and I don't remember anything about it. I don't know where I got it. It's either my dad got it for me because it has to do with dragons, or I saw it and it was like, ooh, dragons in the ocean, which I really like water dragons. Or I did when I was in high school. Not that I don't now. And so I picked it up. But it has a blurb by Neil Gaiman in the front, so that's promising. I don't know. It's a fantasy novel about a sea dragon. So we'll see what that one is. All right, to pick the next book, we're going to pick 3 more. So let's try to get way down here at the bottom. And not fling any out. That's the big problem a lot. All right, our next one is None of This Is True. I think that one is by Lisa Jewell, but pause and let me check. So yes, None of This Is True is by Lisa Jewell. It is about a podcaster who interviews this other woman who turns out she's lying about everything she says. It's a thriller, but I have read 2 other books by Lisa Jewell, I believe. I have read The Family Upstairs, and I think the sequel to that one is The Family Remains. I can't remember. Really liked The Family Upstairs, didn't care for the sequel, but I enjoy her writing, Lisa Jewell's writing, so we'll see. This is one of those books that is on my want to read. I don't own this one, so hopefully I can get it from the library. And if not, I guess I'll see if I can get it on Kindle or something. So anyway, that was our, let's see, so the 8th book. So we are going to pick 2 more. All right, we are going to pick our 9th book now. So let's see what we get. And we got From Here to Eternity. That is an exciting book. I have that one right here. I can't get it. This is From Here to Eternity by Caitlin Dowdy. I can never remember how to say her name. She runs the YouTube channel Ask a Mortician. I have been lucky enough to hear her speak 3 different times on. I've heard her speak about all 3 of her books. And From Here to Eternity, I actually have I'm trying to find this copy. I actually have a signed copy from when I got to hear her speak about it. From Here to Eternity is a nonfiction book where Caitlin spent time going around the world and learning about death practices in other cultures. And then she's written about them in this book. So I'm super excited to read it. I've been wanting to read it since I got it and when I got it signed, and I just haven't found an excuse to pick it up now. So that's a very exciting one to read this month. Okay, and our last book from the jar. Try to get way down at the bottom. I just added some more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I had one fall out, but let's see what this one is. This one is Fantastic Land. Ooh, I've heard good things about this book. But again, I can't remember the author, so hold on just a second. Looking at Goodreads, Fantastic Land is by Mike Bockoven. I think that's phonetically, that's how I would pronounce his last name. This is about a theme park in, I believe, Florida. People are at the theme park, but then a hurricane ravages the theme park and people are stuck there, and they start dying. I think there's probably like a serial killer or something in the park. I can't remember, but I've heard really good things about it, and I've really been wanting to read it. So, and you know, June, summer, Fantastic Land, theme parks, summer activity sounds like a great time to read this one too. Those are the 10 books that I hope to read in June. I do have a trip coming up soon, so hopefully I can get some reading time in during that. A couple of these I'm going to have to find from the library, and a couple of them are kind of chunky. So hopefully, again, fingers crossed, I can get through all 10 of them. It's a very eclectic reading month, but I'm very excited for all of these. And I look forward to talking about them in future videos. So now I want to know, have you read any of these books? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.